All right. So this is going to be a little bit janky, but I'm attempting to do a very rudimentary version of that like pass through VR thing. So theoretically, yeah, I can although I need to theoretically I can like set up to draw directly in front of myself. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Um, so my 3D printer back there, back dang it. I need to put the headset on to really do this, but the idea is that 3D printer back there. Um, I'll be able to draw in a second. Um, just finished working on the print I showed from the last stream at the beginning of it, which is this guy right here, which came out pretty cool. Weird sci-fi prop thing. Came out a little bit stringy, but for the most part, it came out good. And the cool part is the putting the iPad element on works great. So if I turn this guy on, I've got my cool little control console thing. I'll probably paint this in some sort of way with some like silver elements stuff. Very cool though. Um, and then just because I mentioned it in the last one, didn't really point to it. I mean, I mentioned this skull, which I think that was actually Thingiverse. I mentioned I didn't know which one it was. This little robot skull over here. He's a little hard to tell because he's got like that face shield, and then all black is the material for the actual interior, but the interior is actually all kinds of little kit bashy pieces. But this guy's pretty cool thing I made in Adobe Medium. Um, so that one came out really good. I love these big prints. This one was sort of just me getting excited. I'm a big fan of masks. I think masks are really cool. So I got excited about just kind of experimenting with making this mask, and I made him like this little stand. Thought it might be interesting to make it so he could sit on a desk as opposed to always, you always hang masks on the wall, or I always hang masks on the wall. Um, and then this one, this is a me kind of starting out my thinking on prop and make it so I could have like a sci-fi set with all these high-tech looking things that otherwise you'd have to get a bunch of kit bashy parts from different technology and kind of put them together or vacuum form or something else. So I can just print a cool weird prop. I'm thinking about trying out doing like consoles and stuff for like a spaceship, stuff like that. Again, like the current printer is a little slow for that kind of stuff. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Um, I do wish it was a little more, responsive. But this is kind of a cool alternative to what I did before, where I was like up in the corner, and then the screen was, all screen was just this big blue void. Um, so let's try this out. This is probably not going to be a long stream, if I'm honest. Oh, we do already have someone in. Uh, I just kind of wanted to experiment with this. Let's see, let me get this cube. I'm actually going to, let's see, let's up. And it's kind of cool because theoretically, I mean, it's hard for me to do the VR while looking at what you're seeing, but I think you should see the menus looking sort of like they're attached to my hands, which is kind of neat. What was I going to change here? Oh yeah, the world settings. So I just want to increase the res a little bit. I tend to work pretty high resolution when I'm doing these hard surface things. Um, and then I actually don't know what I'm jumping into. This was just kind of like I wanted to try lining up my hands. Oh, that's funny. I wonder if that was covering my whole face. I want to try lining up my hands and just try out this idea of, drawing something. Let's do, some we got these shapes happening in space. Whoa, coming at you. I think that's where the camera is. Is that where the camera is at? Yep. Anyways, just fun. I like the idea of doing the virtual thing, but you guys getting to see it. I'll probably do another one of these where I actually plan out what I'm thinking about making. Um, but yeah, it's just fun to experiment with these kind of things. Let's see. Actually, I wonder if I can open up. I'm going to open up one that I've already worked on. We're going to see if I can actually show it to the camera. That would be really neat. In fact, it might be cool to show you one of those ones that I've printed so you can see, you know, the physical version compared with the digital version that I painted or sculpted, I guess. Taking a second to load the sucker. So let's grab that statue. So it's going to be all in a white material. Would you like to save the current scene? No, because this is just nothing. Oh no. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be completely. How do I fix everything right now? I immediately broke my whole setup. uh, boy. Let's see. Well, at least you can see. Actually, I'm gonna take this headset up. There. I'll hold it up for the camera. This is the. Actually, the lighting's pretty close. Let's see. I've got the headset down. Though this is I'm still working on how to VR stream. I've got it upside down. What's happening here? Uh, there. There we go. All right. So there, you can see that's the virtual version of what I painted before I printed it. Now let's see if I can uh, get crafty here and load that scene I had before. How did I do that? Uh, oh, I see. I confused myself by putting it on a separate layer. I think I can load the default setting or the setting that let's go to default. Okay, now is it pass through? Yes, we got pass through. Cool, that's neat. Um, so now you can see me through this thing. I can wear this mask. Let's see if that's possible. Look at me. That's pretty cool. Um, too bad you can't just attach it to your head. That'd be neat. Um, okay. So, well, that screws up my whole camera. I spent 20 minutes lining up so that it matched my hand movements. That's awkward. Hmm. Okay. I think this is a let's just try making something. I'm not going to worry too much about lining everything up again. But at least you can see, me and the thing at the same time. So let's just go to um, see. Maybe we'll keep working off one of these guys. Which one of these would be an interesting start? I guess I could go. I do like some of these masks are just so fun. But a lot of them I didn't do like build them to print in place. Like I've mentioned, I'd like to do now. You know what? I'm gonna just do. Let's cancel this. Let's just do a brand new thing. The thing I kind of start a blank sculpt session. Yes, cool. Um, so the thing that I kind of am wanting to work on is that robot. But I need to kind of like evaluate where I'm going with it and what my next steps are. So I'm not really wanting to jump into that right now. Let's see here. This is honestly most of this is I was just excited to try the the camera being attached to me, and now that the camera is not attached to me, little disappointed. So where is there? That's over on that side. Got this bounding box is set to a little too low res. Let's raise the res on that. Raise the res. Cool. And then we will add mirror. We'll add my favorite 45-degree angles for starting out on some mechanical stuff. And Actually, you know what might be fun? Let's do something not mechanical. I've been so focused on this mechanical stuff. Well, let's turn that off. Okay. Let's just start out. We're gonna start out with some just this box here. Start out with like basic head shape. Just start some, you know, getting the getting the shape of whatever this alien creature's head is. This is feeling familiar already. I should probably avoid the alien familiarity. Let's go back a few steps. Um, how do we how do we make this not go that direction so quickly? Okay. Okay, I kind of actually I see where I'm going with it now. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to start out with that just like as the so for you, I'm noticing a error here in this idea. Let's put the camera behind me so you guys can actually see what I'm making same time I'm making it. Let's see. What's the best way to move this camera quickly? We're, we're all learning here. Mostly me. You guys are just watching me learn. But see if that's a good over the side. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see what I'm working on. That's cool. That actually might be better than seeing, first like directly connected to me. Okay, so then we go, let's do our, do we have it? Yeah, we don't have a new layer. Let's create a new layer. This one is too big again. We're going to increase this down a little bit. Like I said before, increasing the density of the volume makes the volume smaller. So there's basically a certain number of dots in this full square that you can see around me. I don't know if the square is showing up with the green screen effect or pink screen actually that's happening. But there's this giant square, and as I increase the resolution, the square comes down, which means it's a denser square. So when I draw, the data that's being attached is more detailed, which my understanding is it's actually better to. Oh, this is the wrong tool. We want clay. Um, as far as like the opinions of sculptors and people that know what they're doing better than I, it's better to start with much more large, simple shapes and kind of scale from there. Um, but I kind of like. There's something about accidental detail as someone that is very new to this that I very much enjoy. Like the little ripples and stuff that happen sometimes, I can kind of lean into them with the detailing later, and use those as to like kind of inform how the character evolves. Okay, let's go back to clay. Right now I'm just kind of making a new layer for each big shape. That way, like as I'm playing with these shapes, I can go, oh, I'm starting to see who this character is and how he's shaped and stuff like that. And I can kind of adapt his other layers back to how I want them to be. Um, this guy's got almost kind of a duck thing going on so far. Um, not going to worry too much. This one I'm definitely not worrying about the I know I said that before. Not worrying about the printability right now. Um, let's see. Maybe we go back there. It's cool little like headdress thing happening that we can kind of have build out from behind the brow. Um, so I'm picturing this as kind of the eyes down here. In fact, let's go back to this layer, which I can just, you know, grab that layer by pulling down the left joystick. Um, I'm not a 3D modeler. I mean, I've played with 3D modeling, but I'm not someone that knows my 3D modeling. So um, I kind of let's see. I kind of go off. Oh wait, I need clay. Let's go in here. Let's go off just my feelings of it as someone that's, played with a lot of creative. I don't necessarily have, you know, a ton of experience in building eyes or something. So I imagine someone who's got a lot of experience with that is going to have like amazing strategies for building great eye structure and stuff like that. But since I'm fairly new to that, or not new, I've drawn eyes, but it's kind of roughed in just the way I see it, not going off any guides or anything really. Ooh, that's a cool nose structure thing that just kind of happened there. It's fun. I'll dig this. Um, wow, that's fun. Cool. And I actually kind of want to see what happens if we just kind of lean into some lines on this guy. It's kind of cool. He is this layer I just did. I just realized I didn't increase. Yeah, so that's very low resolution. You can kind of see how the blocks are this size blocks, and then I scale it down, and then you can see there it's like how much detail for that inch. Um, anyway, I'm gonna just keep going with that. Keep increasing that. Let's do some like weird. I feel like there's kind of like a bone structure thing revealing itself. Like this is almost like the main skeleton or something of this face, and then the rest is like almost like a web that's holding it all together. It's cool. And then, oops, a little far out, bro. Yep, that was not what I wanted at all. That's the bad yep. Yep, you've completely failed at that sweep that you were going for there. I could turn on that smoothing tool to kind of get more smooth motions, I guess, if I needed to. But I plan on doing a lot of smoothing in this guy. So yeah, I kind of like this layer thing. Don't like how I did that part, but I like this layer thing. It looks like there's some sort of organic structure that this thing is working off. And then actually here, so if I pull this left trigger, I can make this smoothing tool, which is set very aggressive right now. Let's adjust that. Strength, let's turn it down. Okay, now let's try it. There we go. There's a little more soft. Just wanted to gently give me some edges on those, or soften those edges right there. So it almost looks like I pinched along that edge. There isn't actually a pinch tool in here yet. That's kind of cool looking. Weird monstrosity. Let's make a new layer. Um, and then how big is our box on this new layer? Very big again. Yeah, so I'm not sure why there was that one time in the last stream that I made a new layer. Let's go a little tighter. Made a new layer, and for some reason it wasn't a huge layer. So I don't know what that was. Alright, so I'm gonna do some. Let's see, how are we working with this? Maybe these have like little arteries coming off them. Oops, held the trigger down when I didn't mean to. Cool. That's neat. So, oh, just delete that one. Um, so these ones are going to look a little janky, I think, for a second. But I think we're actually going to pull this off. Like it's going to look kind of nice once I smooth things into each other. Oh man, I feel like maybe it's not registering my key release, or it goes a little bit longer than I. Those are not looking as wavy and fun as the other ones. There we go. That's so fun. Look at all this weirdness happening, Mr. Alien Man. Beautiful. This thing is so fun. Like it's just I look forward to the moment when these VR headsets are just super light little, casual things on your head that you barely even notice and you can kind of nope, just play, sit in your easy boy lazy boy. I almost said easy boy. What's an easy boy? Um Getting some little weird detail in there. Maybe I should go even. I'll do smaller ones in a second, but let's actually merge. Let's see. Moving this over to this side has confused me quite a bit because I'm constantly looking for. Nope, nope. Don't want to grab the world. There we go. Hopefully this is not making it so it's. Okay, so what do I have selected here? Let's select those, and then. Oh, is that? Did I accidentally put that on the base layer? No, I didn't. Okay, let's merge these layers. Um, and then I can kind of smooth those into each other. Actually, let's just go ahead and merge all of these. I feel like I'm confident enough that this is my base that I'm gonna just keep merging and then yeah, that's cool. And then I'll make like even smaller little detail veins coming off of those ones in a bit. Let's focus on this. I feel like there should be more happening here. Let's add some clay to this guy. No. I like this little dip here, this like eye dip here, but I want just like some big big weird bone thing happening here right at the corner. That's cool. Weird. What a weird looking dude. It's just fun. Like I'm just like, hey, I want to put something that makes no sense, but I'm imagining this alien has some very strange bone structure, and I'm like, how's this gonna look? This is gonna be fun, you know? Okay. What are we doing with the forehead here? I feel like I need to have something. Let's start a new layer so we can once again just kind of play around. Let's make sure the camera's going actually and see if anyone's chilling with us. Ah, we got a couple people chilling with us. That's cool. Um, yeah, I think it's fine. How are you guys liking the face so far? Look at that. That's where we're at. Now I just took it away from myself. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. Actually, you know what? Let's just. Can I grab this and just. How do I do that? Yeah, let's just grab this camera. Just put this like right over my shoulder so you can see exactly like basically just off from what I'm seeing. I'm gonna grab this light up here too. It's just that. That light didn't seem to do anything. Let's see how this looks on the stream. Oh, camera's a little high. Move that down. What's funny is I just realized I was trying not to have the camera clip through my shoulder. Which is funny because my shoulder does not exist in this fantasy world. I think I almost got it. This is a hilarious stream, but this is how we learn to make the dopest VR painting stream anyone's ever seen. Which side? This side is wrong way. We'll go that way. Cool. That's pretty much in the middle of the screen. Oh, except for the whole thing is. Shoot. That's my middle of the screen. All right, we are having this is a mess with streaming lessons intermission we're doing right here. Okay, let's see where that placement is. That is jank and hilarious. Where'd my camera go? Oh, there it is. Hello, camera. Okay. So I think now we're getting pretty close. Just gonna tweak it a little bit more. Oh, and then I immediately move the whole. Okay. So now let's move it back, and we should be pretty good. I'm just gonna have work with it a little bit lower. There we go, like that. Cool. Now you can see what I'm working on a little better, hopefully. Okay, so let's put down more clay. Did I make another layer? I think I did. I did make another layer. Great. That is just the bee's knees. So what are we doing with this guy? Let's do something. Let's do something real weird with things coming off this thing. And then we'll get that move tool. Just start messing with it and see what happens. See what kind of structures we build out of this. Because that's the coolest part of this thing is you can just mess with it. Just play. Like, ooh, what are we doing? I don't even know. Making magic's the answer. Creating life. Alien life. I will say the magic you feel from like building something like this. Okay, this is cool. Let's lay down some further clay in here. I might actually do this as another layer again in case I end up changing my mind or something. So let's kind of emphasize what's the bone structure of this thing. For some reason there's this hole here, and I'm kind of like trying to commit to this hole, and I'm not really sure why yet. Maybe we put something in it, like some sort of gill system. Ooh, gill systems. Yes. Okay. Gill systems. Okay. Okay, so that changes how I'm thinking about this actually. So we're gonna have this is gonna be a two-way gill system happening in here. So we'll fill in that little area because this area in here is gonna act like it's got some sort of breathing apparatus going through. It's like a pass-through breathing apparatus. Smooth this out a little bit. Oh, right, we new layered it. Do we want to stick with that? Yeah, I think that's okay. In fact, let's use that to kind of emphasize. Nope, I do not like that. Yeah, there we go. That's still not quite understanding how this. Let's go a little bigger with this. Maybe we'll come up through here. And we'll come down to this guy. Just kind of emphasizing that brow is part of some sort of structural thing. And then we'll have it come down. And then we'll have it come up. So this is like the main skull structure I'm kind of picturing. So we'll smooth this guy out a little bit. Looking a little messy right now, but I think once we start merging some of these layers and playing with them a little bit, we'll start getting something a little more obvious. I kind of want to leave those edges there. I don't want them those to disappear. I want it to be clear. And this, I'm gonna end up just smoothing into the other one. Oh, this is also, once again, at very low resolution. We're going to increase this up a bunch. Um, I kind of not digging this. Let's turn off this middle layer. Oops. Turn it off. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that's preferable. I don't think I like the zigzags were just not working for me. So let's see. So what happens if I kind of smooth this out a little bit? Its own layer. And then we'll make like these gill things happening in here. We need something real small and see what, I'm not really sure what this alien breathing apparatus, what does this breathing apparatus look like? I'm going to say we're going to start like kind of small. Let's make it something like this for now. We're going to, I think once I smooth this out a little bit, there will be these kind of repeating gaps in this thing. I might have to like kind of put some sort of danglies or something to indicate that this is a more, yeah, let's do like some of these will, some of these will have little, no, little structural things maybe. I get some, I don't know why I thought nostril when I did this, but I guess that's what I'm thinking I'm doing. It doesn't really look like a nostril, but just the inside of it having like all these layers. Um, oh boy, it's gonna need a lot more than that. That's not, it's not alien enough. You know what? Let's take this up a notch. What can we use as a tool for this? I guess I could use something hard surface. We'll use this hard surface guy, and I'm gonna smooth it out so you can't even recognize it. But I'll use this as like a drawing tool. Let's see. Oh, actually, I think I just had my. I understand how this thing works, I think, now. So I'm hoping throwing some smoothing on this thing is gonna make it look real weird and ooh, oh, that ribbon effect. That was That was nice. How do we do more of that? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so this section is now. Let's see. This section is very low resolution again. Let's increase the resolution a few times. Okay. We're gonna do some. This one I actually, now that I am here, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put like a bunch of little like ridge things on these and see what those look like when they smooth. So I'm just trying to give this, I don't necessarily need to understand it. I just need to, it needs to look, natural once I smooth it, which luckily with these tools, the smoothing really makes things look natural easily. Um, but I just need to understand that it's like, a shape I don't understand, but that has some sort of function to it. And I think you kind of already get that from the way this thing is looking. Like, what is that? That looks like that's important, either data, mind reading tool, or breathing apparatus or something. Something semi-important's happening here. Okay, that was too much. Let's get in here. Boy, this 0 to 60 here. Okay, let's try middle ground, like 30% or something, whatever that was. So that's cool. That kind of looks like almost oceanic, right? It's kind of cool. I might actually even try just grabbing this guy and see if I can kind of distort it into the other one. Um, let's, how do we do that right? Let's duplicate this layer. How's this looking on your side? Can you see what I'm working on? You can. Dope. That's awesome. Okay, and then I'm going to use this move tool. I'm going to use a giant one, so there's just a little bit of distortion. I think you can actually move an object without using the move tool, but I don't want it to look exactly the same, right? I want it to. Oh, I accidentally put everything on the same layer. That's an interesting problem. Oh, whoa, that's kind of cool looking. What happens? That's kind of cool looking. That looks like it kind of emphasizes the bones I was going for earlier. That's neat. Oh yeah. That's I mean it's like a handle sort of. But it is cool. Yeah, I think I'm keeping that. All right, let's merge those two. I'm going to kind of blend them together a little bit. Uh, it's kind of fun to like purposely not, and actually I'm going to decrease the resolution a little bit because it got a little dense when I combined the two. But I think we're at oh, I'm in the selecting tool. That's what happened there. This is still very high resolution. There we go. might even create like a little, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna create like some little dips in here in a second. I want to keep that. I like all that stuff. But right here, I think I want it's just, oh, did not mean to use the mechanical tool, but I'm actually kind of down for it. And what was the other spot I wanted to add? I want to add like a dip here. And then we'll smooth that right out. So it's, smooth this guy up here out. Yep. Okay, so now we're getting some, this is a weird looking alien. But the thing is like, I never would have designed an alien like this if I wasn't just playing with this exact program. You know what I mean? Like this is just designed in a way that makes you play with this stuff. Um, just kind of creating more divots in these bones. All right, let's merge that down. I'm gonna merge these couple guys together. Oh, a layer I deleted was part of that merge. Oh, so this one here is, just go ahead and delete that one. And then we'll merge these two guys. Cool, cool. All right, so let's do a little bit of like cleanup with some of these edges that I don't want there to be sharp edges on. Maybe in here I don't want there to be a sharp edge. See how this looks kind of smoothed out right here. I'll probably put some like ridging on this little lip here. I do like um, hmm. Things I like about them. There's things that I don't like. Like let's actually, this ridge is a bit much. And then let's go back to this guy. Gonna actually clean off some of this one. There we go. Weird alien dude. So anyway, I think actually that's going to be kind of where I stop for now. I'm starting to feel the pressure on my head from this quest. But it's fun kind of like starting point for something, and then I can think about it and see if I get inspired to keep playing with it, or if I just want to go play with another weird idea. It's all very exciting. Um, I don't think this is at a point where I'm looking to print it, but if I come back and play with it a little more, I might print this and put it on my wall. Yeah. So that was a fun little experiment. Mostly just more playing with this streaming process and understanding like how's best to stream this to you guys. Um, you know, I guess I'll see you in the next one. uh, yeah, all right.